Octagon 83, Stuttgart. The fight for the vacant Octagon featherweight title.
It's right here, let's go!
Cater has owned it, Sanakidze has owned it, and Buki has owned that featherweight belt. They're big names in our sport. Nico One Love Samsonidse, a man who spent almost 3 years of his career on the sidelines.
Oh, nice.
He get injured, recover, get injured again. It's unbelievable.
So die Frage, ob ich diesen Sport überhaupt so weitermachen kann. Es macht mich nur stärker.
Samsonidse with the finish, with the champ! He is back!
One of the most inspiring comeback stories of any fighter.
Nico!
He kept coming back when most fighters would have quit. Now he's here to prove that all that suffering was worth it. In his way stands Mohammed the Beast MACHAEV. Quiet, polite, and a nightmare to fight.
Big left hand, that is it! MACHAEV has finished Americani!
I don't care about anybody. I will be champion here.
He is such a difficult puzzle to solve inside the cage.
This is gonna be it, there you go!
Back in his true weight class. Always asking for the strongest opponents.
Das Ziel ist ganz weit nach oben. Ich möchte einen nach dem anderen schlagen und mich mit den Besten messen. In meinem Kopf tief drin geht es Leben und Tod.
Bude to jejich nejdůležitější den v životě.
Stuttgart will decide who the best featherweight in European MMA is.
Am 31. schalte ich dich aus.
Das werden wir sehen. Ich war schon immer ein sehr aktives Kind, habe sehr, sehr viel unterschiedliche Sportarten gemacht. Und mit 15 bin ich rüber zum MMA Grappling gekommen. Für mich ist Kampfsport so schleichend immer mehr das Hauptding geworden, immer zentraler. Damals, beim allerersten Kampf, war MMA noch was ganz anderes. Tatsächlich war mein allererster Kampf, das war mit 17. Ich hatte natürlich keine Ahnung, wer der Gegner ist. Denk mal so 200 Leute. Eine sehr, sehr schöne Erinnerung, Start in ganz neue Reise.
Ich trainiere mit Nico seit jetzt etwa 11 Jahren. Er entwickelt sich immer weiter. Er liebt es, was Neues zu lernen. Er liebt es, den Sport komplett auszuleben.
Dadurch, dass mein Vater Künstler ist und ich jetzt MMA-Kämpfer geworden bin, ich finde, unser Sport ist auch eine Form von Kunst. Also die beiden Sachen sind nicht so weit auseinander.
He quickly made a name for himself with his first fights with dominant early finishes.
Из Германии, Nico Samsonidse!
Für sich selbst will er immer ganz oben sein, ganz oben mit dabei sein und 100% Commitment mit reinzubringen in dem, was er macht. Das macht ihn sehr besonders.
Zweite Knockout in Folge für Nico Samsonidse.
Das Ziel ist es ja immer besser zu werden, sich immer weiterzuentwickeln. Full Fokus auf Kampfsport.
Der Sport hat mich zu einem sehr einsamen Menschen gemacht. Es gibt viel Zeit alleine. Ich würde nicht sagen, dass ich ein verschlossener Mensch bin, aber ich bin mit Menschen, die ich sehr gut kenne, am liebsten unterwegs.
Я хотел его отдал в футбол, но когда мы пришли на поле, его одногодки, они были на голову выше него. Тренер посмотрел, он был очень маленький, но не взял он его.
Und dann hat mich mein Vater mitgenommen zu Karate. Er hat mir einiges beigebracht, gezeigt und dann kam auch irgendwann mit der Zeit auch die Liebe zum Kampfsport. Die wurde auch natürlich stärker.
И вот так вот пошла его спортивная карьера.
Dann, als ich 14 war, hat mein Vater gesagt, geh zu USB Saif. Und dann habe ich angefangen, da zu Thai-Boxen. Ich war auf jeden Fall der Beste.
Ja, der war sehr ruhig, aber Wenn er was gemacht hat, der hat bis zum Schluss gemacht.
Er war wie jetzt auch relativ klein, aber er war umso dominanter. Und er war immer gefährlich.
Ich habe angefangen, eine Lehre zu machen im 1. Bezirk in einem Restaurant. Es hat mich einen Schritt nach hinten geschlagen und ich wollte nur nach vorne gehen mit dem Sport. Und nach einem halben Jahr, ich war entschlossen, ich muss kündigen, um in diesem Sport Erfolg zu haben. Es ist die Gefahr natürlich, also man kann sich verletzen, es ist ein riskantes Spiel. Aber wenn man es nicht versucht, wird man es nie erfahren.
I think MACHAEV was an easy choice for OKTAGON. Easy. Look at the way he fights. Look at the quality he brings to our cage. He is one of the best fighters in Europe, and we are the biggest promotion in Europe.
Meine Octagon-Karriere hat angefangen mit einem Anruf für Tipsport Game Changer.
We knew that he's very high quality type of fighter, but his personality is silent. It's not something would match with OKTAGON normally.
He has a phenomenal record of 13-1. When you watch him in the cage, he fights with so much a high fight IQ.
He bullied Amir Khan.
Oh, big shots again. So much power from this young Austrian. Jump knee.
That, for me, was the breakout moment for MACHAEV.
Oh, left hand dropped him. Big left hand. That is it. MACHAEV has finished Amir Khan and claimed his spot.
Immediately, whole world noticed him. Like, oh my God, who is this guy? And since then, everyone take him serious.
I don't care about anybody here in this tournament. I don't call out anybody. For me, it's only 4 guys that will be champion here.
Aus Berlin, Nico SAMSONIDSE. Oh nein.
Das Bein bei einem Kampf gebrochen und musste 2 Jahre Pause machen. Das Schwierigste daran war eigentlich, dass ich immer wieder schlechte News vom Arzt bekommen habe.
Then there were issues with the leg, infections, to the point where the bones weren't healing properly. They had to break the leg again.
Seine Verletzungen waren absolut hart, ehrlich gesagt.
So die Frage, ob ich diesen Sport überhaupt so weitermachen kann. Und trotzdem wollte ich irgendwie davon nicht loslassen und da irgendwie weiter dran festhalten, an meiner Leidenschaft.
Also es gab nie für ihn Stopp. Auch wenn er im Krankenhaus war, hat er irgendwo erst mit den Händen gearbeitet.
He's been through one of the most devastating injuries. He regrouped and he actually surprised me.
This man has dreamed of this moment. Look at the emotions, look at the energy, because the last time he made the walk to the cage, he was unable to walk out of it.
2 Jahre raus und dann irgendwie bin ich in so einen Flow-Status gekommen. Ich habe so viel Spaß gehabt.
Nico's a bit easier to say as Nico flies up with a knee. So, has the full package. Big knee.
Oh my goodness.
And the winner by unanimous decision, Nico.
I can't describe my feelings. I've been waiting 2 years to come back. Once you have been inside this cage, you want to be back.
3 Monate später dann in Frankfurt gekämpft.
This could be it. First time back on German soil for 2.5 years. SAMSONIDSE with the finish, with the jab. He is back and listen to the roar from the German crowd.
Spaß gemacht. Ich lieb's hier vor euch allen zu stehen. Dieser Support. Danke Frankfurt.
Und dann gab es diese Möglichkeit, um Titel zu kämpfen. Natürlich kann ich da nicht Nein sagen.
Kater said, look, there's only one man in the division that I want to fight. He said, Nico is the guy. As we are looking at 2 of the best, most in-form prospects in Europe that will be battling it out. Oh.
Very important here.
Oh, that's big. No one's taken Kater down like that.
Kampf lief in der ersten Runde gut, bis auf einen kleinen Fehler dann in der zweiten Runde.
Set and ready for round number 2. Here we go. Oh! Oh, he's dropped him! He's dropped him huge! That is it!
mir dabei den Kiefer gebrochen.
Another year out. Another year of operations, recovery, sitting on the sidelines.
War natürlich wieder ein Setback, eine Verletzung. Nicht einfach damit umzugehen.
Zu viel Verletzung, vielleicht sollte ich den Sport aufhören. Aber für ihn kam das nie in Frage. Er hat immer im Kopf gehabt, ich werde weitermachen, ich werde weiter trainieren und eines Tages werde ich Champion.
Ich zeig's wieder mal, dass das trotzdem möglich ist, dass man trotzdem nach so einem Setback wieder zurückkommen kann.
He went through so much suffering, pain, injuries, and he's still here.
Niko se vždycky dokáže vrátit, stejně usměvavý, stejně připravený a dokonce ještě lepší. Different energy, different personality. Looks like he's under the jaw, but it's quite hard to see it. Now I think he's got it.
He's got the tap. A victorious return to action.
Nico SAMSONIDSE.
Einfach nur Liebe an euch alle, ja? Einfach nur Liebe.
Ja, ein Gefühl von Dankbarkeit. Einfach, dass es wieder so seinen Lauf nimmt.
Goes to that calf kick once more. Are still there.
Oh, chops that down. And he calls it. Finishes the fight with leg kick.
4 years ago, with this leg, I was throwing it and broke it. And now, finishing with this leg, I'm grateful. Thank you.
Die Beziehung zu mir und zu meinem Vater ist sehr traditionell, streng und sehr respektvoll. Und ich glaube, das hat mich geprägt und mich zu dem gemacht, der ich bin.
Все, что ему возможно, что у него есть такая возможность здесь. Если хочешь что-то делать, должна быть жесткая дисциплина, тренировка, спать, тренировка, спать.
MACHAEV is such a talent. Youngest fighter left in the tournament, an impressive record, 14-1-1.
Machaeva je obdivuhodné to, že cestoval napříč váhama a vlastně, aby měl zápasy, tak je bral s jasně těžšími zápasníky. Duque, he's the most experienced man we have. Wait, big left hand lands.
That was huge.
Ich dachte, ich habe die ersten 2 gewonnen.
Well, lands a good backhand there, but Duque takes it, eats it, comes forward.
Habe ich die 3. Runde einfach geschenkt und das kannst du nicht machen.
And it goes to the judges.
Oh my goodness.
Duque!
Aber wir haben gelernt.
This is a different Machaev, in my opinion, than we've seen before.
Physically just looks fantastic at this weight.
Так, честно сказать, даже любой его бой, я не могу сказать, что я доволен. Он может быть лучше. Я ему сказал, если проиграешь, можешь сразу положить перчатки и оставить это.
Yeah, Machaev has got it all. He really is the full package.
Oh my goodness.
Если он будет уже одним из лучших, тогда можно сказать, что этот путь, который он проделал, не зря. Если будет одним из лучших, да.
This is gonna be it. There you go.
I fight anyone. I would like to fight for the title.
Mein Vater hat zum Beispiel noch nie zu mir gesagt, ich bin stolz auf dich. Aber ich weiß, er ist stolz auf mich.
Since Lozen Keita left Octagon, the featherweight belt has been vacant.
Der Roster von Octagon Featherweight zeigt ganz klar Nico SAMSONIDSE ganz weit oben. Und ich wollte schon immer gegen ihn kämpfen.
Da hatte ich ihn schon auf dem Schirm und wir haben dann gesagt zu Octagon, wir sind dann und dann bereit.
Ihr beide steht euch gegenüber.
Oh. Wir kämpfen. Und das ist kein Spaß, das ist ernst. Es geht um alles.
Keine Blumen hier. Am 31. schalte ich dich aus.
Das werden wir sehen.
It was a hard moment for Nico. He didn't handle it well.
Er kam näher, die Beine waren da, ich habe ihm gezeigt, was passieren wird.
Ich hatte so das Gefühl, okay, es ist einfach ein bisschen ein Mix aus Überforderung, Unsicherheit. Das motiviert mich, das hat mich noch mehr motiviert. Okay, let's go, ich bin ready.
Mein Traum wäre auf jeden Fall, den Titel nach Österreich zu bringen und irgendwann in der Zukunft eine Veranstaltung von OKTAGON hier zu haben. Das Gefühl, diese ganze Jugend, das muss gepusht werden.
Wir werden jetzt richtig gut arbeiten und wir holen diesen Titel. Du kannst von hier schlagen, gleich rüber.
Ben on готов стойки, борьбе. Я от него ожидаю нокаута.
In der ersten Runde werde ich ihn runterholen, weil er kann auch ruhig wissen, dass ich ihn runterholen werde. Es wird nichts ändern.
His ability to adapt in the fight makes him such a difficult puzzle.
Keiner sich so bewegt wie MACHAEV. Er wird einen neuen Stil bringen. Sein Stil ist halt schwer handzuhaben. Es ist einfach MACHAEV, the beast in the cage.
Jeder Kampf bedeutet alles für mich. So, es geht da um alles zu geben.
Samsonidse, without a doubt, has one of the most inspiring comeback stories of any fighter. This is about a guy that's had to come back twice.
Nach meinem Kampf gegen Keita habe ich angefangen, Strength and Conditioning zu machen.
Ready? Zeit. Er ist gewachsen, immer mehr. Mit der physischen und mit der Mentalstärke. Er ist robuster geworden. Er ist willensstärker geworden.
Seitdem ich das mache, bin ich viel kräftiger geworden, fühle mich viel stärker, meine Ausdauer ist viel besser geworden. Und das wird auch dann in diesen 5 Runden einen entscheidenden Unterschied machen.
Ich glaube, er ist jetzt in der Phase, dass er bereit ist für diesen Sport.
First training done. Let's go.
Nico is a very technical fighter. He is like young professor of MMA.
Wenn ihr beobachtet, man sieht zwischendurch das Grinsen in seinem Gesicht. Er hat richtig viel Spaß beim Training. Er genießt es richtig. Ihr seht immer, viel Spaß zu haben.
Das Traum-Szenario wäre dann, diesen Titel sich zu holen. Und dann kann ich bei mir zu Hause MMA, OKTAGON in Berlin auf die Landkarte bringen. Und das wäre einfach ein Traum.
Sein Vater ist Künstler, Nico ist MMA-Künstler. Er kann MMA für dich wie ein ganzes Buch schreiben.
Nico ist zum einen dieser höfliche, zurückhaltende, aber wenn die Cage-Türen zugehen, dann ist dieser Junge eine Gewalt.
MACHAEV ist ein sehr, sehr guter Kämpfer. Er ist brandgefährlich, ich bin gefährlicher. Aber er wird es spätestens am 31.01. spüren.
One love versus the beast. 2 worlds. 1 goal.
In Stuttgart, we are going to see 2 fighters in their prime.
Zažijeme jeden z nejlepších titulových zápasů, které jsme kdy nabídli.
Number 1 against number 2 in the featherweight division. Who leaves with the belt as the best featherweight in European MMA?
Don't stop till the war is won.
Ich werde Mago nicht 1 Millimeter schenken in diesem Kampf.
Ich schalte ihm aus. Kann er machen, was er will.
Je na stole strašně moc, protože ta prohra bude znamenat nikoliv jeden, ale několik kroků zpátky.
Experience the view from the front row with pay-per-view. Watch the tournament live at oktagon.tv.
Fight hard, fight fair. God bless and keep it real.
By TKO coming from the red corner, Iron Fist, Alina Dalaslan.
Touch the gloves and step back.
By Darsko coming from the red corner, Daniel Ligotsky.
If you want, touch gloves, go back to your corner. Good luck, man.
By TKO coming from the red corner, Yasin Abakus Ayari.
Fight hard, fight fair. Touch gloves, please.
TKO, Daniel Schwind.
God bless and keep it real.
OKTAGON, the heavyweight MMA champion, Will Flatty. Überschuss und Performance auf purem Kampfgeist. Mit Disziplin auf Leidenschaft. Da trifft Elite Nutrition auf Elite-Kampfsport. OKTAGON wird ab sofort der Nutrition-Hauptsponsor von OKTAGON. 2 Bälle, eine Mentalität für alle, die jeden Tag alles geben. Im Cage, im Training, im Leben. ISL und OKTAGON. Das ist erst der Anfang. Du
Octagon is back to rock Stuttgart once again. A blockbuster title fight for the vacant featherweight belt. On home soil, the #1 featherweight contender and world number 61 Nico SAMSONIDSE looks to join the ranks of Octagon Kings. A versatile fighter who's finished 11 of his 12 wins inside the distance. And he's looking for the biggest victory of his career against MACHAEV. At just 26 years old, this Austrian super talent destroys everything in his path. With his relentless pressure, he plans to take out SAMSONIDSE and to become the first ever Austrian Octagon champion. A clash of MMA princesses. Undefeated Alina Dalaslan, Germany's biggest rising star, faces off against the Polish prospect and multiple-time champion of 2 amateur organizations, Karolina Sobek. 2-time title challenger and world number 69 Lazar Todev begins another march towards a championship fight. After Barboza, he now takes on another UFC veteran, the feared finisher, Josh Parisian. A battle for position in the light heavyweight rankings. Undefeated UAE Warriors champion Emilio Kisua has crushed all 7 of his opponents. Standing in his way is Yorick Montagnac, with wins over former champion Langer and current title contender Skvor, who he finished in just 38 seconds. Germany's top light heavyweight and division #1 Popek is already number 52 in the world rankings. Just 4 days before the event, he accepted a fight with Samuel Chavarria. The Honduran prospect is riding a 7-fight win streak and remains unbeaten. Will Popek be the first man to take him down? Also on the card, lightweight executioner, the Albanian Eagle Arian Topalai. With 7 first-round wins, takes on the seasoned champion of 2 Mexican organizations, Marco La Roca El Pidillo, a veteran of 37 MMA fights. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 83, SAMSONIDSE versus MACHAEV. Buy the pay-per-view wherever you are and enjoy the entire event from the front row on octagon.tv.
Krásný dobrý večer. Hello and welcome. Herzlich willkommen, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in Stuttgart for OKTAGON 83, SAMSONIDSE against MACHAEV. My name is Ondřej. This is Brian Lacey, English voice of OKTAGON. Hello, Brian.
It's good to be here. We've got another dad of a girl here, Andre, as well. Let's not forget that.
Definitely, we are for the third time here in Stuttgart, but for the very first time for you as a father. So, German voice of OKTAGON, congratulations, Philip, and welcome between us.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Well, my family is sitting at home doing OKTAGON watch party, so I have to behave today.
Yeah, definitely. And you want to say something in German?
Ja, also ich würde mal sagen, es ist saumäßig stark, dass schon vor dem Start hier die Hütte schon fast komplett voll ist. Darum die Frage, Stuttgart, wer von euch hat Bock auf feinste MMA-Action? Look at this, these guys are ready.
These guys are ready. They've been more than ready because this arena is sold out like 2 months, and there's plenty of reason for that. And the biggest reason for that is definitely that we finally can recognize tonight the first male German OKTAGON champion, and that could be Nico Samsonidze, but it's not gonna be for free.
No, not for free at all. He's facing a man, MACHAEV. He's been a professional since he was 16 years old, a record of 16-2, and he wants to become the first ever Austrian OKTAGON champion tonight, Andre.
That's true. The odds are the same. It's 50-50, 186, 186. So who you got and why?
So I would say it's definitely a clash of styles here, but what I think is going to make the difference is Nico's reach and his ability to just overcome distance and just fire shots from a long distance. So probably Mago is going to have big troubles with it, but we'll see how this is going to play out tonight.
Nico's got a unbelievable story behind him. He broke his chin, he broke his leg. He spent like 2 years almost in hospital, but he still bounced back in the top form, in top quality, and today he can be the first German champion in OKTAGON ever. So we will see, but we got also plenty of local fighters, and one of the crazy stories is definitely Alina Dalaslan.
Listen, less than a year ago, 11 months ago, she turned professional. Since then, she's fought in a football stadium, Frankfurt, and of course at the Festhalle, and then on free-to-air TV in Cologne. This will be her fifth fight of her professional career. She is 4-0, and she is looking to warm this crowd up nicely tonight, Andre.
And she will need their people because she will fight against the biggest threat she ever faced.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Karolina Sobek is known to be very, very dangerous on the ground. And so we have not seen Alina Dalaslan grapple just yet. But probably today she's going to showcase her grappling skills and even neutralize them and redeem that with some vicious striking.
And Peter Sobota said that we should really take care about Alina on the ground because she could be even better than in stand-up. So we will see. It's not going to be easy. And we got plenty of other fights. So tell me your black horses. Maybe one. Maybe give me one.
You know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. Daniel Schwinn versus Brian Manning goes down here today. It's a ridiculous bit of matchmaking. 17 pro fights between them. They have never been to a decision. They've never been to a third round. Brian Manning is coming here to make a statement, though. He's taking on the hometown favorite. He is 5-0. He's going to have a magic walkout, I'm sure, and he wants to try and finish the job here and catch your eye tonight, Andre.
And what's your black horse for this race?
My black horse for this one is going to be Arian Topalai against Marco Elpidio, because Elpidio was like on only 50% of his actual level in his last fight. Now he says he's on 100%, but also Arian Topalai was making a huge huge development in his last weeks of training. So I can't wait to see how that is playing out in their fight today.
I have to say that I really expecting fight between Alexander Popek, who took this fight only 4 days, short notice after Freddy Fosgrone. He stepped in against Chavaria. He's unbeaten, 7-0. Last time he looks pretty cool. He did a good camp for this. Now he will move to US, so Chavaria wants to win. And for Popek, it's definitely not easy. Chavaria is 160 on the world, so definitely not easy cookie, and for Popek it's gonna be a big test. So guys, and we will also announce today a lot of secret fights what we got under the carpet, but I got them and we will show you tonight. So we are ready. I hope that you are ready also, and we can start with OKTAGON 83. Welcome.
Welcome indeed. Back here in Stuttgart, we return for OKTAGON 83 with a killer card headed off by SAMSONIDSE taking on MACHAEV in our main event. Obviously that co-main event with Del Aslan, that superstar here in female mixed martial arts with the toughest test of her life against Sobek. And I am Luke Barnett, joined very, very shortly here by Brian Lacey.
What's up, Luke Barnett? What's up, my friend? Here we are,
back in Germany,
Stuttgart.
back in Stuttgart.
Looking good, and the viewers don't need this bit of information. You smell good tonight as well,
I'll
Luke.
do it. I got a new fragrance, Brian, actually, especially for you. You know, Valentine's is coming up, right? So I got up my game. Here we are. Here's this beautiful arena filled out. We are sold out. We've been sold out here for 2 months. The tickets are very, very hard to come by in all of these German events. I believe our next event is close to being sold out as well already, Brian.
Yeah, Hamburg is next in Germany. But up first, let's deal with this little bit of business. Our preliminary card features these 5 fights. Kurt versus Haywood, what a bit of matchmaking. Taekwondo versus Karate in MMA. Malak versus Halimson, both looking for a big win there and getting back in the green in the lightweight division. Junior versus Amman Geldi, that is Brazil versus Kazakhstan. They both held titles in Kazakhstan as well, so that's a little battle of the Kazakh nation. Pudilova versus Leona, that sees the German Gypsy have her second fight here, and Pudilova her 10th outing into the octagon cage. And finishing up with this mad bit of middleweight matchmaking. Daniel Schwint, 8 fights, 8 wins, 8 finishes against Brian Manning. 5 fights, 5 wins, 5 finishes, Luke. It's, you know, the judges can relax. They can do their nails, they can redo their hair, they can grab a drink, because that fight is guaranteed fireworks.
We're going hard for the commentator's curse on that one, Brian, at the moment. I feel like Schwinn versus Manning. We're doubling, dribbling, and I'd have to agree with you. That is, you know, easy spot for fight of the night between those two. They come out gunslingers. Looking forward to it. Yeah,
and Kurt versus Haywood. That kicks us off. And again, both those guys caught the eyes of the matchmakers back in Brno. Kurt beat Simon Bruckner. That was in his hometown, in his backyard. A phenomenal display of striking, conditioning, and of course the taekwondo that we know him for. And Haywood as well with that hook kick knockout.
But everyone's wondering about this fight, Brian. Did you bring your headband?
They caught me backstage. They went, "Hey, Brian, have you got your headband?" I was like, "No, I forgot to pack it." But that does not matter, because Nathan Haywood is dialed in and focused, looking to get his second win inside the octagon cage, as is Harun Kurt. Both these guys are rising stars in their potential countries. Harun Kurt, such a dominant display there back in Brno against Simon Bruckner. Dealt with the wrestling, managed to make the space for his striking, but Nathan Haywood wants to add another finish to his record. 4 wins, 4 finishes. Can he add another one here tonight as we kick off Octagon 83?
This story began in Brno, where both fighters achieved huge wins as outsiders. Now their paths are about to cross in Stuttgart. In November, the undefeated Harun Kurt silenced the Brno arena after scoring a decisive victory over the multiple-time Czech amateur champion, Bruckner. The spectacular victory improved his score to 5-0 and confirmed his status as a talented prospect. The NFT gym fighter has 3 before-the-limit wins on his record. He excels in large part thanks to his unpredictable style, which stems from his black belt in Taekwondo. But his next opponent proved that he's also a menace on the feet on the same evening. Nathan Haywood delivered an incredible kick against Chotanovsky and decided the fate of the fight in a split second. Haywood promises that spectators can expect great things from him, and it was this performance that truly confirmed it. Little Red's fighting style is a joy to watch, and it's clear to see why all 4 wins came before the limit, although he's primarily known for his formidable striking skills. The 2 submissions on his record prove that he can also be lethal on the ground. This clash between elite prospects from England and Germany is an important confrontation that could have serious consequences for the bantamweight top 10 rankings.
So off we go. What a fight this is. What a way to kick off this event, quite literally, as we welcome Nathan Little Red Haywood back to Octagon. Made his debut back at Octagon 52. That was in Newcastle, just, you know, a stone's throw away from Durham, where he lives, and a stone's throw from Sunderland, where he trains with Team Fish Tank. That was a lot of pressure. He did really well against Roman Paulus in the first 2 rounds, and I feel like the energy he gave the crowd and almost, you know, I wouldn't say wasted, but exuded during those first 2 rounds led to him being finished. He he came back in Brno, and he made the most of that opportunity, Luke. The emotions after the fight said it all. I saw him backstage, and he was in tears. He wants this to be his life, and I'll be honest, Luke, I've followed this guy for a long time, from the amateur scene all the way through IMAF into the pros. He deserves this to be his life. He's got the personality, he's got the skills, he's got a fantastic team around him, and tonight he wants to really cement his place in Octagon.
And he's got the energy, look him enjoying his moment, and that's sometimes the most important part. Like you said, a fantastic team around him, a very smart team of individuals as well, and I'm sure looking at this matchup, there's lots of holes that they can look at. There's lots of different tactics. I feel like this is going to be a very intriguing matchup between these two strikers that both have put on display grappling in the past and spoken about the grappling level that they have. I feel like Haywood is coming off the back end of that last victory. He's very, very confident. Confidence is high, energy is high, and maybe this young man's going to put on the performance of his life.
Yeah, and again, I just love the team around him as well. They're phenomenal. Andrew Fisher in the corner really nurtures amazing talent. You've got the likes of James Hendon coming through that camp. Of course, Phil DeFries, who is an absolute monster at the minute as well. But this young man has absolute star quality. And his family have come over here. He's brought, you know, some very special people to him. And he looks now tonight to extend that win streak to 2 here in Octagon. Check this out, the Wolf Harun Kurt, by way of Turkey, by way of Germany, by way of Stuttgart, making his walk to the cage again with the rapper behind him. Look, who else does this? The first fight of the night, and they're getting this sort of special star treatment, and he deserves it. He's brought a huge fan base. You will have heard them, and you will hear them again as they get announced for this fight. But he is, you know, a phenomenal taekwondo artist. He's won multiple titles in that discipline. And what was great to see, because it's always the question, what's his ground game like? And what he showed us against Bruckner is he doesn't have to show us his ground game because his takedown defense is such a high level. You were very impressed with this guy's debut back in Brno.
Yeah, it's short for the weight as well, and stocky, and kicks extremely well. So obviously the kicks are his game, power in the kicks from both sides, but mixing that up with the defensive wrestling that he has, and it's hard to get him there. He has come out publicly, well, maybe not so publicly, but around the hotel and talking to us about how he wants to show he's a complete mixed martial artist. He's not just a striker with powerful kicks. He can do it all, and he feels like Little Red is the opponent to show that against. We'll find out. I believe these two are going to set in early, see how they match up on the feet, and then we could see them test each other in different realms.
What you'll see as well, this guy's from Stuttgart, so he's got the crowd, but for this fight he prepared alongside Nico Samsonidze, alongside Hellimson at Berlin Spitfire Gym. He made that move out there to better himself, and they talk so highly about what he delivered in that, and what he played as part of the camp for the likes of Nico and for Hellimson. Again, Luke, when you look at somebody understanding how they need to get better in this world to go further, that says a lot about this young man's, you know, dedication to this sport.
Yeah, completely dedicated, and at the moment, with this platform we have in Germany here at Octagon, his record, where he's at, his fighting style, like I said, very impressed with his last outing in his takedown defense and how he splices it all together. If he can get through Haywood and do it with a statement, you know, he really is a big prospect for the German scene.
Both fighters in the cage. We see the tail of the tape. 28 versus 29, 175 over 170 in height there. 5-0 versus 4-2. The tip spot odds slightly favouring the Turkish Wolf Harun Kurt. This is our YouTube free prelim. This sets us up for the night of fights. 10 more fights after this, of course, leading to that vacant featherweight title fight. Number 1 in the division takes on number 2, Samsonidse versus MACHAEV. What a night here in Stuttgart. Third time we have been in the Martin Schleyer Halle. And third time is a charm indeed. What a night, what a card, and what a man. Let's hand it to him now, Mr. Andrei Novotny.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Stuttgart, Octagon 83, and we are ready for first fight of this event. Bantamweight bout, 3 5-minute rounds, and the referee in charge is Gert Richter. Let me introduce you, both fighters, and we will start in a blue corner. He's 28 years old, stands 175 centimeters tall, weighed in 61.7. Represents Fish Tank MMA, and the coaches is in his corner are Andrew Fisher, Paul Hartburn, and Oliver Phillips. He has a professional record of 6 fights, 4 wins, 4 finishes, and only 2 losses. Fighting out of United Kingdom, Nathan Little Red Haywood. Across the cage in the red corner, 29 years old, 170 centimeters tall, weighing 61.7, represents NFT Gym, and the coaches in his corner are Denis Tugent, Alexander Rankovic, and Florian Band. He has a professional record of 5 fights, 5 wins, and 3 finishes, 0 losses. Representing Nerora Cup Team Code and fighting out of Turkey and Germany, Harun the Wolf Kurt.
Gentlemen, you know the rules. Protect yourself at all times and listen to my commands. When I say stop, you stop. God bless and keep it real. Touch your gloves.
Gentlemen, you know the rules. Gerd Richter, the 3rd man inside the cage for this bantamweight contest, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds should we need them. Nathan Haywood, white shorts, blue corner, Harun Kurt, black shorts, red corner, me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett. And off we go, buddy.
Yeah, words exchanged there as they come together. Feel like Haywood winning that exchange. Now let's see who wins the exchange on the feet. Inside leg kick to start us off from Kurt. Obviously the southpaw versus orthodox matchup. Haywood in that southpaw stance, very tricky kicker. Yeah. Whereas Kurt is more of a power striker.
We saw it in the last fight with Haywood pulling that hook kick around the outside to drop Chotanovsky. Oh, big shots. And we saw that with the Bruckner fight with Kurt. When someone comes to him, he holds his ground, Luke.
Yeah, very, very fast, good speed in the hands. And that translates well in those situations. They're definitely in no man's land between these two. Haywood maybe has the kicking advantage with the distance, but if he overthrows that kick and lands in the boxing realms, it's a big, big problem for him, because Kurt will make him pay for sure. Has done multiple times already. Nice little flick kick up.
Yeah, he reacted.
Southpaw stance.
Yeah, he reacted to that switch of stance from Kurt. And if you see on the inside, just on the right side of the body of Kurt, one of those body kicks is really connected. And those rear weapons, the most deadly from that southpaw stance.
Yeah, the southpaw orthodox setup, you have a lot of shots coming on that rear side. And like you said, you can see that well big early on.
And listen to the cheers for Harun Kurt. First fight of the night. And an army of fans have joined him here in his home city of Stuttgart.
Nice step back right hand there, though. And now looking to grapple. Gets to the back. Does Kurt.
Oh, and Haywood's going to turn over.
Nice grounding from Haywood there, but then gets his back taken.
He keeps taking that left leg, holding on there to the thigh.
Could see that switch again, or maybe another grounding to that left side from Haywood. Finds the cage, now finding the hands. Great work. And both of them putting on display that they're not just strikers. Obviously, Haywood has the submissions on his record.
Haywood as well trains with the like of Dan Bainbridge, of course, James Hendon.
Maybe looking now to lock up this Kimura.
Oh, he's working for that. Oh, big
beautiful slam, though. That knee knock, but great work from Haywood to get back up to his feet. Hands connected here as Kurt circles round, does a beautiful job of setting up that takedown and manages to get it. I was surprised. A real good display this of mixed martial arts. And now the back for Haywood as he locks up one arm, trying to get the other hook in. Maybe a little bit eager there, see if he can make the adjustments. Has got that hook. Going to keep trying to battle his way around, but good movement from Kurt as he circles on the inside. Going to try and come out the back door here. Does so.
Oh, great scrambles between these two. What a pace, Luke. What a pace to start this fight.
Again, fighting the hands.
Oh, he went for the trip there.
Beautiful balance from Haywood. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Kurt break away here and throw some leather.
Oh, and Haywood straight back in his face.
Going to be interesting to see the output now. Haywood needs to be careful. Like I said, he doesn't over-lunge with those kicks and leave himself in that range. That's the danger. Yeah. And as you get tired from takedowns and grappling, you're more likely to make those small mistakes.
And you get the adrenaline.
Wait, good right hand there, though.
Nice.
Or left hand, rather.
Followed it through as well. Harun Kurt, some chin on him.
Hey, swing and a miss. Nice head movement, a smile there from Kurt.
Just over 1 minute left. This has flown this round. Switch kick there.
And again, ducks under for that single. Beautiful entry. Cross face here, though, from Haywood. Maybe the back is open again if he wants to chuck himself round. He's trying to set it up at the moment and does so.
Wow.
A little bit high again, though. But that's the thing with Kurt, because Kurt's so stout, so short. He can create those angles well, but manages to get wrapped around that leg. Beautiful adjustment from Haywood. Maybe going to broomstick across to the far leg.
He's putting all that weight on there now. The shots coming in.
Good display of dominance, and most of the time they've been constantly moving. Haywood managing to slow Kurt down for the first time. Kurt maybe going to try and set up a judo toss, but gets taken down. Nice. Very, very impressive. We spoke about the takedown defense of Kurt, but not when it comes to those judo toss style of balances. More like double legs, single legs, and now breaking his man down is Haywood. Only 10 seconds remain, but big statement made here at the end of the first round.
The open scoring in play.
If Haywood can continue that pressure and break him down the way he did at the end of that round, that's where you can lead to submission opportunities. Both very, very good on the ground, both very, very good at grappling defensively. We can see that already, but he needs to break him down and continue to break him down. And I feel like he's searching for the back. He found the back extremely well there, and we can see Kurt in his corner right now.
Also, what Haywood did well there was recognize the habits. So when Kurt was coming in for those takedowns, he left that opening to take the back, and twice he went for it. Once almost got it there at the end of the round.
Well, I don't know if we'll see it in the replay, but he was going for the far single leg, which always leaves up the open the back if you can get your hip out. Great adjustments that from Haywood. In the striking realms, they both had their moments, but for me, Kurt had the power shots, landed a couple of really good.
And the slam here as well.
Yeah, landed
solid.
And that's why we've got a mixed bag here.
Two have given it to Haywood.
Two giving it to Haywood.
Again, that strong finish and the damage, those shots while he was on the back. Might have edged it in two of the judges' eyes there.
Yeah, I feel like the judge who scored that to Kurt has done it solely based on the fact of those right hands landing on the feet. He did land a couple of good heavy shots. We start our second round.
I feel a big thing that's going to play into this fight, Luke, is going to be cardio.
100%. The pace is extremely high. And even you see it already. Oh, nice body shot.
There's the body. And look how tight the elbow is to that rib cage, Luke. He's feeling those.
Yeah, analysing, waiting for his moment. Is Kurt, and maybe that's the issue for Kurt. When fighting someone like Haywood who understands the kicking distance, he can't really let his kicks off the way he did in his last outing. But that is a beautiful backhand. Yeah. There's that big swing there, though. Really going for it here. Forces Haywood to look for the takedown, and that's where the takedown defense of Kurt is fantastic.
Really good work. We saw it against Bruckner. He's just showing it again here against Haywood.
Again, on those single doubles, that's where he's good. But when he gets wrapped up a body and he looks at off balances and inside the hips like Haywood's doing now, not so effective there as he gets bullied down to the ground. Beautiful work from Haywood.
Really solid stuff here.
But he was in survival mode there because he was getting lit up on the feet.
And Haywood said it in the press conference, he said it's not all about kicking. Everyone's talking about taekwondo and karate. This is MMA, and that's what he's going to show. But he had to get those survival instincts in play. Now takes the back, Luke. And this is time to play with it as well. 3.5 minutes.
Punch underneath that armpit, beautiful work there. Again, yeah, can break him down from these situations. This is kind of where he ended the first round, and he was looking to weigh on him and tire him out and maybe look for an opportunity to get a dominant position. but we're straight back here, and he kicks out the leg. Beautiful work, and takes the back. Gets one hook at least. Going to try him, gets the second.
That was a lovely little kick of the leg out there.
Crossing the ankles here, needs to be careful.
Kurt's sitting on his own leg though, so that takes that away.
Still a lot of work here to do though for Haywood.
But plenty of time as well.
Tries to wrap up.
Looking at the legs now.
There's those legs.
Oh. Again from there.
But some people have this strange flexibility that they can leave that open and you can attack it and it doesn't hurt. Double jointed in the ankles sometimes. Looks to get out of the neck here.
Working it in slowly. You can see some urgency now coming from Harun Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt looks in trouble.
Oh, he goes belly down.
Doing well here with 2-on-1 though as a defense. And now going to try and kick out. Doing all the right things as Kurt, and he's physiologically built for this. Gets broken down there though. Old school there from Haywood. Loses the hook, gets it back.
Harun staying composed. Again, both these guys just starting their journey. 6 fights for Haywood, 5.
Beautiful kick out. That's what Kurt is so good at. And manages to escape the position. And now Haywood the one in trouble.
Yeah, Haywood was looking to slide down for the armbar, but Kurt was very aware of that. 1 minute 50 seconds.
A bit of a laboured jab, that one, from Haywood. Like you said, this is going to come down to cardio. And I feel like the weapons that are still dangerous from Kurt are those hands. They're the most efficient to throw, and he throws them with real power. Haywood diving at the legs now. I feel like he senses something on the ground once he can get him there. Tries to straighten out that single.
We've seen it at the end of round 1, and then the reactions from that.
And gets that takedown.
Oh, nice.
Again, very impressive. Needs to be good with this triangle.
And the armbar. Oh! The armbar now is the threat. He needs to pull that right arm out.
Does well to fold him over. Gonna look to take the back. But looks tired, does Haywood.
Oh, that's not a good sign, not good body language.
And now lunging forward. That's where he needs to watch his distance.
Oh. Yeah, desperate attempt to get some sort of connection to Kurt there. And Kurt's cardio was incredible against Bruckner.
Last minute, Kurt could try and steal this round on damage. Haywood done a lot more work so far, but just little shots like that. That's where he needs to be careful, that range.
He doesn't need to do this either.
And just diving and throwing and looking tired.
Oh, dear.
Not good in the judge's eyes. And getting dominated in position. Now, nice float there from Kurt to try and get to the back.
But Little Red was pushing the pressure, and he didn't need to do that, Luke, right? And again, young in the game, these fighters.
20 seconds remain. Needs to not take so much damage. Going to try and roll out here. Gives up the back, though. And again, dominant position for Kurt.
It's almost like the polar opposite of round 1, right? Kurt had a good start to round 1, then Haywood finished strong. And now vice versa. Haywood had a strong start, and Kurt is the one.
Going to try and spin in. Does so.
Oh, he can't. Can he muster the energy? Oh, big shots to finish the round. Final seconds of round 2. Wow.
That's definitely going to steal the round.
Wow.
In the favour of the red corner. And again, we said it, well, you said it during the first round. I feel like cardio is going to play a huge factor. And there was one moment in there. Haywood looked phenomenal. Control, had the back, doing fantastic work. And then just kind of threw a sloppy overhand into a double leg and fell over. And he kind of just like he broke mentally or looked tired.
Andrew Fisher there in the face of his fighter, and again knows these guys so well. Harun Kurt.
Harun Kurt, the Wolf, looking in fantastic condition for this one, coming here prepared. We'll see in the 3rd round.
This was the start of the round, Luke, and we saw...
He got lit up.
Yeah.
Lit up with some shots and then decided to change the dynamics of the fight and try and get it to the ground. And when he did so, had a lot of success.
Oh, here we go. So, judges' scorecards even on 2 judges, and 1 judge has given both rounds to Kurt.
Slight advantage going into the 3rd round in the Kurt corner, but really all to play for in this 3rd and final round. Deep, deep breaths still coming from Haywood.
5 minutes. 5 minutes here to settle it. Everything to play for. Living up to the billing of this YouTube free prelim, again to whet your appetite for what is to come here in Stuttgart.
They're both taking a little bit of a breather here, as expected. I definitely feel like Haywood, though, the more tired of the two.
And Kurt has that ability, he showed it in round 2, of just closing the distance and exploding with blitzes.
Yeah, and the more time he gets to recover, the more likely he is to have power in those hands. But really, it's all about distance for Haywood in this third round. Can't be in that distance. Needs to stay away from the boxing distance, use those kicks, and use his movement a little bit more. And if he wants to get this down to the ground, which he has the capability to do it up against the fence, not in the open water. Because he needs to use so much more energy to get it down in the open water. Needs upper body ties, judo tosses, off balances. But he just looks so tired now.
Yeah, fatigue. Certainly an issue here. Harun Kurt. And this is a slow pace and it will help Haywood, but it's also giving Harun some time to recharge that power bar.
Yeah, and at the moment, Haywood throwing sloppy shots, even when he does throw. Kurt's got a bit of zip still in his strikes.
Oh,
beautiful hook kick.
There's the spin. Oh! And I'm not sure what Fisher said in the corner there to Haywood. But you'd think, try and get it to the mat, right? Get that back and just control the fight.
It's great work by Kurt at the moment. Great movement, staying in the center of the octagon cage. You see, when he feels he's anywhere near the fence, he circles round. That was a great example of that. Takes the center again, making it very difficult for Haywood. Again, running back to the center. Beautiful work from Kurt. He understands exactly what he's doing. Very, very intelligent. And then winning the battle in this range. Beautiful left hand.
His output is just, high. And also eye-catching stuff, big shots. Oh, Haywood's in trouble. Haywood's in trouble.
Yeah, Haywood felt that. Hands on the knees, not great posture. Halfway through this third and final round, needs to create something.
Needs to dig deep.
Again, just stepping into that range. Nothing behind it, needs to put a jab. Just basics like jab, left kick. But looks exhausted. I mean, the first round was such high pace.
All the scrambles.
Had his moments in the second, and kind of threw it away towards the end of the round. Got to be a cardio issue for that. But Kurt looking fresh, running at the moment, but that's all he needs to do. Big slip.
Haywood trying to stay connected. Now he's in on this.
Here's an opportunity, but
great underhooks.
Opportunity here for Haywood, needs to make it count. Kurt does a great job there of breaking the grips, circles out. Really nice knee.
He's just having the first and the last word in every exchange right now, Luke.
Tried to jump and a cheeky little teep there from Haywood to control him. But Haywood looks terrible in this third round. Body language-wise, needs a bit more of a poker face. This hands on the knees look is not a good one from Little Red.
And now the clock ticking. Clock ticking away against him. 1 minute 15 seconds.
Again, exhausted, and even then, as he gets rushed, didn't really react. I feel like if Kurt wanted to turn on the gas. Last minute here. Wait, another spinning kick.
Tight hands, tight hands.
Tight hands, the advice from the Haywood corner.
You also got Andrew Fisher saying, I need a choke. He needs it on the mat.
They've not got time for that now.
You know where they're at right now.
30 seconds remain. Needs to see some magic from Little Red.
A solid left hand.
From that southpaw stance as he switches. Done that a few times tonight as Kurt goes to the body. Checking the clock. Knows he's in trouble here.
For the
Does
kick,
Haywood.
he's going to throw something. Harun
don't know if he can find his balance.
Oh!
Lands.
Heel kick. Tried some question mark kick. Oh! Final seconds. There we go. It's like the air couldn't find its way into the lungs of Little Red. And the wolf smelt blood. And just kept that pressure, Luke. That was impressive again. You look at his first fight. Harun Kurt.
Yeah, that just shows the level as well. Like you said, we looked at his first fight, looked phenomenal in his realm. Did very well in his realm and kept it there the entire time. So controlled the pace of the fight. This fight was a much, much bigger challenge. And for me, Haywood caused a lot of problems in the first and second round. And most of the second round he controlled. Then towards the end of the second, Kurt just had a little bit more. Pushed the pace, got control, got dominance. And then the third was a whole different story. We saw that. You called it early, Brian, when you said this is going to be a fight of cardio or who can last longest. And Kurt showed his expert level tonight.
I also think he showed great efficiency. He wasn't greedy when he came to those blitzes. And he did enough to see it over the line in my eyes. Of course, we'll see the judges' scorecard, but I can't see it going any other way.
Just misses with that spectacular hook kick.
Oh, yeah.
And a made-up back fist left hand.
Looks like a windmill there.
Interesting decisions, but you just see the body language. Beautiful knee, timed perfectly as well. Very important.
Both these guys.
That was the best shot of the night. That left hand, that southpaw stance as he switched. He did that multiple times as well. Great fight from both individuals. But I feel like Haywood just ran out of gas. If he kept that gas up, especially in the second round, he came closest to finishing the fight. Impressive. But Harun Kurt, I believe, will take the victory.
We shall wait, we shall see. Andre Novotny is in the cage. The Turkish party has already started. Turkish-German party, I should say. Kurt and his team dancing. We will bring them together and we'll make it official. Let's hand it to Andre.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, let's see how judges score this fight. 29-28, 30-27, and 29-28 fall for the winner for unanimous decision. Harun "The Wolf" Kurt.
Kurt, das ist dein zweiter Sieg im zweiten Oktagon-Kampf. Und Mamma Mia, das war
This is your second win in the second fight in the Octagon. That was a master's-check. So how are you feeling?
Well, I was twice ill during my preparation. Last time it was about a week ago, so I actually didn't feel like fighting. One of my coaches told me that I had to say no to this. So this was actually my best performance, I think. I am at my best right now. So I am definitely ready for the next fight.
Well, in that case, we'll be looking forward to seeing you again soon. And we hope that in the next fight, you will be fully healed. Thank you.
So there we have it, Harun Kurt moves to 2-0 in Octagon. 2 impressive performances against 2 dangerous opponents. A phenomenal moment, and you can see the crowd, a big support here in his home city of Stuttgart. That man living his dreams right now, looking forward to getting back in the cage and for the next challenge.
Of dreams, challenges, and beliefs. Together, we've turned nights into memories, and memories into history. You built this with us. This is your story.
Tolle Fight Cards. Crazy Kämpfer, gute Experience. Wir lieben Octagon, weil es ein geiles Event ist.
Now we return to where it all changed. To Frankfurt Stadium. To celebrate what we all love. The atmosphere that only this stadium can create. the show. Those moments when the whole stadium becomes one.
One and only and two, King of Germany.
Come experience this milestone with us.
Das Eintracht-Event wird das Beste.
Wir werden auf jeden Fall wieder auf das Event gehen.
Be part of history again. Be part of the biggest comeback ever.
'26th of September, the stadium event for the second time, looking to break that attendance record. 58,000 fans made that pilgrimage to Eintracht Stadium last year. This year, we are going bigger, better and badder, Luke Barnett.
60,000 is the mark that we want to break, and I'm sure we will do it. The hype is real, everything going on the 10th year of OKTAGON, and we celebrate in style.
Yeah, we have a number of those celebratory events. Bratislava will be one, the Stvanica, which you can talk to this, what a special event that is, and then we'll finish the birthday celebrations, of course, in that stadium in Frankfurt. But those three events, Bratislava so important to OKTAGON, the Stvanica, just a special venue, and then of course Eintracht, which is breaking, you know, world records with the attendance. But I'm going to throw you straight into the Stvanica. What makes that so special?
Stvanica is a very, very special place. Unfortunately, we haven't got time to talk about it, but I'm sure we will in the future of the show, the rest of the show. At the moment, we have these two going head-to-head, Brian.
Yeah, both looking for a win here in OKTAGON. Jan Malak, one of the legends of OKTAGON, came up and through the ranks as OKTAGON grew over those 10 years. But Ahmed Halimson announced himself, even though he lost against Tomasz Ciganik, it was a war, and he really showed that he is here to stay and that he is at a level which could be a big threat to the return of Jan Malak. This up next, the lightweight gorilla versus the King of the North.
The King of the North is heading to Germany in search of an important victory. Win or lose, he always leaves everything inside the cage. He's especially dangerous at the start of fights, as the 10 first-round finishes on his record confirms.
Malak, the King of the North, keeps his crown!
Recently, the talented stand-up fighter has had to deal with 2 bitter defeats, which make this upcoming fight in Stuttgart all the more important to him. The same goes for Ahmed Halimson. The dangerous fighter from Berlin demonstrated his potential in his debut bout. He put Ciganik under pressure several times and almost tasted victory.
Oh, wow.
Unexpected, that is a big deal.
Halimson has no interest in wasting time inside the cage. So far, he's secured 6 wins without relying on the judges' scorecards. And each of those victories came by way of first-round finish, with 4 submissions and 2 knockouts under his belt. He's determined to improve that record in OKTAGON.
So here we go, the lightweight gorilla Ahmed Halimson making the walk. I see you approve of the walkout tune already. We've got you moving and shaking, Luke Barnett. That is exactly what Halimson is special about. When he gets in the cage, the pressure that he brings, and he showed it in the Ciganik fight, despite that being a loss. Oh, whoa, whoa, what's this? There we go, there we go. Only in OKTAGON can you stop halfway through your walkout to get your beard trimmed. That is Crispy Cuts, one of the affiliates here at OKTAGON, and Ahmed Halimson. You look at him and his background. I mean, he comes from an Afghan family. His dad is the ambassador for Afghan in Berlin. But he is a huge character. He is somebody who at Spitfire Gym is